Hello and welcome. Today I will be reviewing oil pastels that I got for Christmas from my boyfriend. I got the 24 set Neo pastels from Nash. These are that one. It has a very nice color selection, nice color range, and I'm just gonna do a quick little test swatch to see how heavy, how light I can draw. And then I'm gonna start doing a little rainbow swatch test to see how well they blend together, see how well the transitions go. Nothing too in-depth, just kind of getting a feel for them, seeing how well they blend, seeing if I can create new colors. Yeah, just kind of playing around. I really like how pigmented these are. I like how creamy and they are as well. Right here, I'm just kind of creating a new shade of blue with dark green and a light blue. And now I'm trying to create a green with a yellow and kind of tinting the blue with a white. Today I will be drawing a portrait from Pinterest. It's just like this post I saw of a bunch of women in the 80s. I'm drawing the one with the bandana. I thought she was really cute. I gave her some nails. And I just did like a little pre-sketch in colored pencil in pink just to kind of give myself a little guideline for this video. Yeah, so really interesting, really fun. Let's draw. So here we are going in. As you can see, I'm not really sure what to do with oil pastels. This is my first time drawing with them. I went into light and I started blending with my fingers, like how I do with colored pencils. My inspiration for choosing oil pastels as a medium is Black Bean CMS. He is a YouTuber and Instagrammer that I think he's been around for a while, and he just creates really pretty abstract portraits with oil pastels, oil paint, and other mediums, and he is just a huge inspiration for me. So that was kind of the inspiration in wanting to learn how to use this medium, because I really appreciate how he works with it. Yeah, so I'm still kind of in like the learning curve, as you can see, just trying to figure it out with some orange, trying to get the skin tone down with the face. A lot of my work, or a lot of the mediums that I use range from pen, which here's an example of my pen drawings, to colored pencil. Here's a colored pencil drawing, and to, let's see, crayon. Oh, pan pastels. Paint, like acrylic painting. I rarely do oil paintings, and digital. So these are the mediums that I'm more comfortable in using, and so I think that's why I kind of approached oil pastels in a similar way, with kind of using my finger to blend and really just going in really light. Throughout the video, you'll see me kind of figure out that I can draw a lot harder with oil pastels. Like I can really use more force when I'm drawing. I don't have to draw so light like how I do with pencil. And yeah, so in the beginning I was really just trying to, I guess, deal with how pigmented they were and how strong of a color they were, because I'm so used to building up colors and values slowly. But with oil pastels, I found that they really pack a punch, and so you can't be scared of the pigment, you can't be scared of the creaminess, because it's gonna come on the paper really strong. So yeah, right now I'm just kind of sketching things out, laying it down on the paper, getting the values in, just the browns and the oranges and the warm tones. Yeah, I think this portrait came out pretty nice for my first time using oil. The reference photo was interesting. I wish I would have chosen a different reference photo, but then again, I could just draw another portrait, you know? So I guess, you know, I will enjoy the medium the more I use it and the more I create art with it. So I'm not super satisfied with the end product, but I think it's nice. I think I did a good job and I'm proud of myself. And I think I was true to the original picture. But yeah, I'm just kind of getting down the browns and the oranges, outlining things on the figure. I think my biggest learning curve, like I said, was the pigmentation and layering. The oil pastels, I don't know if this is an oil pastel thing or if this is the brand, so it's kind of hard to give a review on the brand if you're interested in how the brand performs. I can't really say because I don't have prior experience with any other brand, but I really enjoyed them. I did find during the end when I did start, you know, pushing harder on the pastels, like here you see I kind of broke that barrier, I guess, and just started pushing harder. The more the face started to flesh out, I started pushing harder and seeing the pigment. So yeah, once I started doing that, it got a lot easier to use them and enjoy them because I really got to enjoy the oil pastelness, I guess, like the thickness, the richness of it all. But mainly in the beginning, I'm just kind of going over the colored pencil sketch that I did, and just kind of for myself and for the viewer, just so you can see where everything is, and what I'm working on. So yeah, and I'm kind of dipping into some yellows, doing the hair, trying to figure out how to do the highlights in the hair. I will, you know, as I make more progress in the drawing, I will occasionally turn the drawing around so you can see it the right way. This whole video won't be upside down, and I'm sorry that it is. This video was filmed on a tripod hanging onto my laptop, so yeah, the more I practice, you know, making videos of drawing, hopefully I hope to improve and get better at it, and make some art content that you guys really enjoy watching. But right now I'm really in the infancy phase of it all and the beginning of it all. Trying to figure out how to film myself drawing. I literally don't know how to film myself drawing. I don't even know. Like, I don't know how people get that view above them. I'm pretty sure they have like some rig, but I do not have that production value right now. So for now it's going to be a tripod on my laptop until I figure out how to get a better angle. Yeah, so now I'm kind of going in more with the lighter shades, and I'm pressing harder with the lighter shades because it's less scary. I feel like when you press hard with the darker shades, there's definitely no going back. This process was really just like no going back, like no erasing, no fixing your mistakes. You just kind of have to work with it, which I appreciated about the process in the drawing, I guess. Just kind of like an alla prima kind of. I mean, it wasn't really alla prima because I had a sketch, but you know, just very direct. Not a whole lot of editing. This is just one go, going for it. Yeah. Going in on the highlight points on the face. And I also found that doing this, as I'm working on the eyes, that doing like the tinier details is a lot more challenging because oil pastels aren't sharp. When I say colored pencils, I have mechanical colored pencils, and when I draw with pencil, I use mechanical pencils in general, just because I feel like they're always sharp. Like, you don't have to sharpen them. It's always just a very fine tip that you never have to sharpen, and I feel like I can get a decent amount of depth with mechanical pencils, just with pressure. So this kind of reminded me of that in that kind of way when I use mechanical pencils. It's just a very thick point, you know, to work with. So it's not very detailed. It's very artsy, I guess. Painterly, I would say. A more painterly way to draw. And I felt more like that when I was doing the cheeks and the colors and all that, and kind of blending all the colors together. I used my fingers a lot in the process, which I'm not sure if you're supposed to do, because it kind of got to a point where it got a little muddy at some points, and I wasn't sure how to rectify it. I guess I've seen people scrape the paint to like get rid of it and start over, so maybe that's something I can try out in another drawing. But with this one, I was just really trying to use the pastels and see how they work for me. I've also seen in Black Bean CMS's videos that he does the scratches. And scratches. He does like a scratching technique where he just takes something sharp and he draws like different designs and into the oil, and it's really pretty. And I wanted to try it, but I was like, no, let's just do it. I feel like if I did the scratchies, I would have done too much. I would have done too much. I would have started cross-hatching, and then just the whole vibe would have been ruined. So yeah, maybe something to try in the future. I'm curious of trying that technique. But yeah, right now I'm really just trying to get a feel for it, get a feel for the medium. I think it's always good to try new mediums, just to stretch yourself. I would classify myself as a mixed media artist that specializes in portraiture. So since I don't really mix it up with my subject matter, I like to switch it up in my mediums just to have fun. You know, art is about to be fun, is about fun at the end of the day, and enjoying the process. So I think exploring new mediums every now and again is good and healthy as an artist. And don't be afraid to try new things. You could be surprised, and it might be the next new thing you love. That was kind of how I was with pan pastels. I tried it, a couple years ago, and now I love pan pastels. Now they were like a mainstay in my art practice for a while until I moved on to the next thing. So I'm hoping that's kind of what oil pastels will be. I love pastels. I don't know why. They're like a elevated crayon, and I really like drawing with crayons. So that's kind of what I was looking for in this period, in this experience, like an elevated crayon kind of vibe. And it's definitely given that. It's not waxy. I wouldn't say it's waxy at all. It's definitely oil. Which is, I guess, is where it deviates from the crayon. Here's a little view, right side up. We're kind of in the ugly stage at this point. We're still trying to build up the contours and the highlights and get the face together. I really wanted her cheeks to be rosy and for it to just read correctly. Another thing about me. I feel like it's awkward to have the silence. I don't have music right now, so I'm just kind of talking, doing a voiceover. You know, another thing about new things and trying new things like video editing, making YouTube videos and all that. Editing videos and recording voiceovers. It's okay to be in the weird, messy mystery of newness, and to just go for it, try it out. I'm really trying to let go of my perfectionism and this need for things to be perfect in order for it to exist. I think I'm trying to just give myself the permission to show up authentically, and sometimes showing up authentically means imperfectly. So yeah, this is, like I said, this isn't my favorite portrait I've ever made, but this is the real of me trying out pan pastels for the first time. As you can see, I started adding more cool tones like that minty green. I thought it was just getting way too warm, way too yellow, way too brown, so I needed to throw in some cool tones to kind of off-center it. This was kind of scary to do because I wasn't sure how it was going to blend. In my practice, I didn't really try brown and green, so I really just had to try it in the moment. And I think it worked out pretty nicely. I think the cool tones really add depth to shadow. So, if you're an artist and, you're trying to add more depth to a face or literally anything, just add some blues and purples in there, or even, some greens, and I think it will really make those areas pop. Yeah, really going in with that green. I feel like also when you're an artist, you have the liberty to just make stuff up. So even though that shade of green wasn't necessarily on her skin, I threw it there because I thought it added depth. I thought it made it look interesting. I thought it made it look less yellow. So if you're also starting out as an artist or, as a drawer, or even if you're not, just put colors where you think they should be, even if it's not in the picture. I feel like once you learn, the rules, you can more aptly break them in a sense. I don't think I'm breaking rules right now, but it's definitely something. I don't know what to talk about. Maybe I should just put music over. If you guys have any questions about, art, what I do, how I do it, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. And if you have any tips and tricks on how to better use oil, pastels, also leave a comment, because I would love some tips and tricks on how to make this a enjoyable process. I mean, I had fun. It's not that I didn't have fun, but to make it more yummy looking. Less to just elevate my techniques. If you have any tips for that, that would be awesome. Also, if you liked any of my art at the beginning of the video, go ahead and follow my Instagram at thefatherflowers. That's where I post all my art stuff. I'm not really using Instagram at the moment, but you know, I might return in the future. So, you know, if you liked what you saw, go ahead and give me a follow. That would be awesome. I also sell clothes on Depop under the same name. So if you're interested, go check me out at The Father Flowers. Oh yeah, so for the shirt, I like just doodling, you know, for clothing textures sometimes. And just layering different colors in that pattern. I think it's just fun. I'm not very good at drawing clothing or fabrics, but I think just kind of doodling, doing like an abstract kind of pattern and then cross-hatching over it really gives that illusion of texture, because you are creating texture pretty much by just kind of drawing loosely. So yeah, drawing fabric doesn't have to be a super in-depth process. It can be fun and loose and fancy free. You'll see later what else I do with the shirt to make it look more like fabric, but this is kind of like what went underneath it. I just kind of took like 3 different colors and just, you know, doodled, did some squiggles. Here's me finger blending again, and I'm not mad at the finger blending. I just noticed that it did get a little crumbly, and the crumbles were hard to get off. I'm not sure. How do you deal with the crumbles, y'all? Is that a comment on technique or on the product? Let me know. Here I am doing the nails. I love the look of red fingertips and nails. I think it looks so good. I would say it's one of it's an artistic motif I like to use. I also love cross-hatching. So fun. Yeah, so doing the bandana, I'm doing the hair. I think I'm coming up on the point where I'm running out of storage, so I'm just gonna show you guys what I have so far. I'm just kind of like filling things in so it looks kind of complete. So it looks closer to where I'm gonna show you later. Just kind of filling in those empty areas. And here it is. I ran out of storage. So here's what I have so far before that point. And then I come back and this is what it looks like. So some stuff has been made. I did the cross-hatching method on the shirt, and I finished the hands and like the wristband. So now I'm just doing the finishing touches, doing the bandana, doing the glasses, stuff like that. Yeah, I did the hair, you know, I got the face together, and really just kind of worked it out. The hands, I love the hands. I love the nails. I love how long the nails look. And how they just kind of blend into the fingertips. Here I'm just doing the bandana design. I'm not doing anything super detailed, just basic flowers, just to give it that vibe. going in with glasses, and now you can see my confidence in the medium and using oil pastels. I'm really just going in with it and just drawing, you know. I'm not afraid of the pressure anymore. And I think it really works in scenarios like that with the glasses where you just kind of need a strong outline for an object. I'm not too mad about it. And also with the tinting of the glasses, with like the bandana behind, I just went with white over it. I don't think it looks too bad. I think the red could be a little bit, pop a little bit more. Oh, here we go. Magnify the glass a little bit. Yeah, I think as I, progressed in the drawing, I got more confident in using the pastels the way that they're supposed to be used. And just feeling less afraid of it. I love the silhouette of this drawing. I love the curves. I love the breaks and like the little areas that like light pops in. I love the shape of it. I think it looks really good. I love the hand too. I'm not usually super amazing at drawing hands, but I think the hands came out really well. And now I'm just kind of going in with the background. I chose green because of all the red in the picture, and I thought it would complement with the blue as well. So you have a little bit of contrast and complementary with the green going in. And I just didn't, I just wanted to see how much of the background I could do with one color. And it turns out oil pastels really, really stretch. You don't use a lot. You don't have to use a lot to get a lot of pigment on the page, which is really cool. Like the whole background for this did not take a whole lot of that green oil pastel, and I drew the entire background in green. So that's pretty good. I'd say that's pigment that is spreadability, with how oily it is and stuff. But it wasn't like a solid green background either. I just kind of scribbled it on. I think that looks cool. Just for like a little sketchy sketch. If I was doing like a serious drawing, I probably would have did the background more intentionally or with more thought. But here I was just trying to get the color on the page. See what that looked like. I like the fact that it's not like a solid green, it's kind of like a textured green background as well. I think that's cool. Even though it is kind of like a lazy background, it still has interest. So that's something to think about, Alright, guys, I'm finishing up on this drawing. I really hope you liked it. And I hope you would want to come back and see more from me. Please subscribe if you did like it. And yeah, follow me. Follow me at Father Flowers. And if you want to see more.